What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. This one coming on Donald Trump's presidential immunity, as we now have a very questionable figure, former representative, Rhino, traitor of the Republican Party, Liz Cheney, coming forth, joining forces with special counsel Jack Smith, guys, trying to say that, they should lock Donald Trump up and throw away the key. He should not have any presidential immunity, and trying to rush the Supreme Court to make the decision, guys. I'm excited to get in this update, see exactly what's going on and why Liz Cheney is now coming out of left field at Donald Trump. And if the Supreme Court is, going to decide to move any faster based off of Liz Cheney, now demanding that they lock Donald Trump up and throw the key away. So I'm gonna get straight to the update, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. Definitely stick around to the end, so guys get my thoughts on the back end. And also, YouTube pushes this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But let's get straight to the update. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me, and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into the update, guys.
Liz Cheney wants the Supreme Court to hurry up on Trump. We got this article at CNN, and the Supreme Court does not like being rushed on anything. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. Let's get right to that article. Cheney warns of profoundly negative impact if SCOTUS doesn't resolve Trump immunity case quickly. Gee, I wonder why timing seems to have be on so many people's minds. It's like they're trying to manipulate an election coming up. Former Republican rep Liz Cheney said Monday, if the Supreme Court does not resolve the issue of presidential immunity, that's where Trump is claiming that as president, he had immunity, quote, quickly and decisively, unquote, it will have a, quote, profoundly negative impact, unquote, on the country.
They get off on hurting people and on the power that imbues them with. And I think, the Liz Cheney model.
She means on the election. It means she won't get her way.
They're like property of mine.
And the Supreme Court, man, when people say hurry up, they're like, we'll do this out our own. We got this, Liz Cheney. Remember how Aileen Cannon did not appreciate Jack Smith rushing her either. They may even go slower just to spite her. In a New York Times op-ed, Cheney argues that, quote, if delay prevents this Trump case from being tried this year, the public may never hear critical and historic evidence developed before the grand jury, and our system may never hold the man responsible for the January 6th to account. So once again, she's going back in time. She's still stuck on January 6th. This has been her obsession, where remember, they've burned emails, they've burned clients, they've removed data, they've blocked the showing of tapes. They don't want this thing put out in public, but she wants it fast tracked to the Supreme Court.
You know what I mean? Like someone like Liz Cheney, who's got like a really sad and barren personal life.
Her message comes before the high court is set to hear arguments later this month in the blockbuster case over whether Trump may claim immunity from prosecution in the federal election subversion case. So they're talking about possibly taking this as early as this month or in the summer session. Special counsel Jack Smith, who brought the criminal charges, has sought to speed up the proceedings over Trump's immunity claim so that he can bring the matter to trial as quickly as possible. Once again, they're just not saying the magic words, not as quickly as possible before the election. They won't say it. CNN, you're giving it away. Or usually they bury it all the way down 3/4 through the article. Trump, however, has told the justices that if they were not willing to grant him full immunity from Smith's election subversion prosecution, they should send the case back to lower courts for more proceedings, a move that would push off a trial for many months to determine whether any partial theory of immunity would apply in this case, in his case. And by the way, that's the normal process that Trump is advocating. So he's using the system against them. He's just saying, look, if you want to speed this thing up and you're not going to give me immunity, send it down to the appeals. We'll deal with it down there. And he's just buying time. The alternative route could afford the court's conservative majority a, quote, off-ramp that would hamstring the special counsel without taking a blanket view of immunity for former presidents. Cheney wrote that there is, quote, historic testimony, unquote, about Trump's conduct that is, quote, likely to remain secret until the special counsel presents his case at trial. And she's just sweating, begging, hurry. The Wyoming Republican added that the evidence should be presented in open court so that the public can, quote, fully assess that Mr. Trump did what he did on January 6th and what a man capable of that type of depravity could do if, again, handed the awesome power of the presidency. What if he punished political opponents? What if he tried getting an opponent taken off the ballot? What if he tied up a political opponent with 5 different court cases with over 91 counts against him? What if he did that? Wouldn't that be terrible? Oh, wait a minute. That's what's happening to him. Quote, the Supreme Court should understand this reality and conclude without delay that no immunity applies here, unquote, she said. Now, she can write that all day in an op-ed. The reason why the Supreme Court is a completely different branch of government is they don't give a hoot what everyone else's panic is. Their whole thing is supposed to be slow, methodical, thorough, not reactionary, not impulsive, and not political, which is what this case is about.
Yo, there we have it, guys, coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those you want to go over there and check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. Another pathetic stab, to try to speed this whole, presidential immunity thing up. It's not working. We've already seen, Jack Smith trying to leapfrog courts to get, the ruling on presidential immunity. It's going to have to play out in court. We can't rush through these legal proceedings and court procedures. I mean, there are many checks and balances that are in place for a reason, and rightfully so. This is the reason right here is why we see these special counsels, prosecutors like Jack Smith, and all of his allies. We got this, Rhino traitor Liz Cheney, who is now hopping on board and saying, can we hurry up and get a decision from the, U.S. Supreme Court, which they don't have any type of, time clock like these little fish down here at the bottom, like Liz Cheney and Jack Smith do, where they're trying to go after a political opponent, get in between 2024 elections. And it's very blatant, all that through the court systems, through these cases. I'm going to say it flat out. It's not working. This is exactly why we got figures like Liz Cheney coming out and being so boisterous about the speed of this case, or the speed of, the decision, the ruling coming from our Supreme Court. Whereas Jack Smith has already leapfrogged over the appeals court to get the decision. We already know Jack Smith has tried to go to, great lengths to get this trial on the road, get Donald Trump tried and on trial before election day later on this year. Doesn't seem like we're going to get that. And if they keep on with this behavior, the folks on the left, our rhinos on the right, traitors like Liz Cheney trying to be so boisterous, hollering at our Supreme Court, hollering at our justices, our judges like Eileen Cannon, telling them they need to, do their job quicker. Being realistic, how many times, has someone walked into your job, a customer, a coworker, maybe be your boss, they come in, they tell you, hey, you need to do your job quicker. You need to hurry up, speed things up. I mean, that never goes over well, and that's exactly the same scenario here. We're getting, a coworker, colleague trying to get you to rush and get things done because it would benefit them. And sometimes these colleagues don't understand that, there is a process, a procedure to, what I have to do. There's steps and rules that follow, and it has to be done thoroughly in order for it to be done correct. That's exactly what's happening with our U.S. Supreme Court right now. They have to take into consideration all facts of the matter so that they get the best judgment, the best ruling on the case. So they go for it and set the best precedent, for the future. But Liz Cheney and Jack Smith don't care about the future. They care about the now. They care about tearing Donald Trump down. And they'll never get to see the day that Donald Trump goes down because they're too overzealous with their attempts. They overreach, overstep in order to try to, speed this thing up, get this guy taken down quicker. It will never work. But definitely hop in the comment section, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this one. We got Liz Cheney, Rhino, traitor of the Republican Party, coming forward, joining forces with that guy Jack Smith, saying that Donald Trump should be locked up and they should toss the key away. The U.S. Supreme Court is not moving fast enough on the ruling of presidential immunity, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on that. Is that going to make the U.S. Supreme Court speed up any, or you guys think this is going to tie up the process even further? Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible. You guys share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. It doesn't cost one thing. Hit that like button for your boy. And also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one. We go.